cruising. I just time we abusing. Sexy girl when we choosing. I know we ain't losing. Yo. Cruising in the drop top, chilling in the ride. Checking out the fat girl, them in on my side. Pull up to the hot spot, girl left to right. Touch one of them and tell her, say tonight if it's in it done right away. Never delay, just give me the blame and I'll ramp when it.
Wagwan people, it is I, SourBawss, and I'm pretty sure as soon as this goes up I should be back in London, good old London, where the nightlife is good, the girls are better, everyone in the city is a complete arsehole, and everything is far too expensive, so whatever. Anyway, I've got an OU match against MultiHGW. You may have heard of them, But yeah, look at the team preview. If you look at a team, or if you look at my team first, it seems pretty similar. Instead of I've got a Jirachi instead of a Skarmory. The set on a Bomb Snow is also different, seeing as it says more a Subseeder, or yeah. But looking at Multi's team, got Scizor, Terrakion, pretty potent threats to a Hail team. D-Knight could be a problem if I don't have Latias or my Bomb Snow, which does pack the Ice Shard. Also got Hariyama. Hariyama does have the Ice Punch this time around, but we'll see. Fortress will be annoying since he does have a spinner, so it's going to be pretty annoying, yeah. And Jirachi. So pretty much my MVP of the match has to be Glasgow, seeing as it takes on Jirachi as soon as I get my Poison Heal activated, so I need to get that up as quickly as possible. Scizor, Terrakion, and that Dragonite. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lead with my Jirachi just to get out my Stealth Rocks as quickly as possible, and we'll just go from there. And I know not to set up Toxic Spikes, as the only thing which will be affected by it will be the Terrakion. But if I do decide to lay it up, I'll only put one layer, as Terrakion won't be staying in for that long. So, without further ado, let's get on with the show. So in typical OU fashion, we are going to lead off with the same Pokemon, Jirachi versus Jirachi. I'm going to lay up my Stealth Rocks as he just goes for the Body Slam, I believe. Try to get that chance of paralysis, but he doesn't get it, fortunately for me. But oh well, sucks for him, because he's a bit of a bitch anyway with hacks, as you'll see later on. As I'm going to switch out to my Tentacruel just to get the Scald Burn on this thing, since if he's burned he'll be pretty much useless, as I don't get a 30% chance, but on the third Body Slam he does get the paralysis, so oh well. As he is just going to decide to switch out into his Fortress just to get up his Stealth Rocks and possibly Rapid Spin mine away. As I'm just going to go for that Scald again. I don't get that chance of burn, which is unfortunate. It would be really helpful just to get some residual damage on this thing. And actually, looking back at this match, all his Pokemon are physical attackers, which is strange. Just oh well, I guess it works for him. But in any case, do get paralysed. I finally take the initiative and see it as an opportunity to get up my activate on Toxic Orb with my Glasgow. As I do switch that in, but he switches out into his Gyarados, which is unfortunate, so I need to switch back into my Hariyama just to predict that Waterfall. But he does predict my switch quite nicely and goes for a Dragon Dance that gets a +1 in attack and speed, so if he does have the bounce, he'll go for it now. I could just easily switch out into the appropriate check as he goes for the Waterfall. I see his Life Orb and I go for that Rock Slide. HP bar keeps going down but barely lives, unfortunately. That's what I get for not running Stone Edge, but I hate Stone Edge so much, it's unbelievable. But thanks to the Life Orb, I will take this opportunity to switch out into my Tentacruel just to take that resistant Waterfall. Not too well though, even though I do run quite a bit of attack EVs. I mean, yeah, defense EVs, what am I talking about? As he just surprisingly dies, so it's probably at that range of Life Orb recall. I switch out into Terrakion. I'm going to switch out into my Glasgow, but unfortunately for me, he does go for that Soul Stance, so that's pretty deadly, but it's fine, since I can just go for the Protect just to get some of my health back with that Poison Heal, and I'm pretty much at full health, or I am actually. As he goes for that Stone Edge, and what do you freaking know, he gets a crit, so yeah. Now, if I haven't already told you already how important Glasgow was in the beginning of this video, and during the time I'm narrating this right now, that mattered like hell, it did. Seeing as he has all these physical attackers and Glasgow's down for the count now, so I have nothing for Terrakion, I have nothing for the Scizor now that Tentacle's gone. I have nothing for that Jirachi. D-Knight will be maybe even more problematic right now. Just bad times for all, as all I can do now is just try and get some damage off with the Latias, as this is the only thing I can outspeed, since like I said before, this was the bulkier Abomasnow set, not the Scarf one, as I'm able to take it out with an Ice Shard finally. So Scizor enters the field now, threatening me with that Bullet Punch, Bug Bite, U-Turn, whatever, as I'm going to have to switch out into my Jirachi, as that's pretty much the only thing I do have apart from my Hariyama. It does go for that Bug Bite, it does a hell of a lot, so I know probably Choice Banded again, as I said before, but if he's Choice Banded he should be running U-Turn, but whatever. Go for that Fire Punch, which I do actually carry, which is a bit unconventional for a bulky Jirachi. But whatever, I mean it helps for my health team, or it did anyway. As he switched out into his own Jirachi and goes for his own Fire Punch as I go for the Wish, because I didn't realise that he would have it. Since, as I said before, it's a bit unconventional to have it on a bulky Jirachi. I have it because my team it needs to handle Scizor, but I don't know what his excuse is, but whatever. As he does go for the Body Slam on this Hariyama, gets the Paralysis and the Para Hacks, which is unfortunate. But I do get the Wish recovery from my Jirachi, but because of my Hariyama's massive HP and with no investment whatsoever, this is 0 EVs, HP EVs. But regardless, I'm going to have to luckily break through the Power Flinch and just Whirlwind him out, as I Whirlwind him out into his Fortress. As I really can't do anything at this moment in time. All I've got left is Hariyama and my Abomasnow, so it's looking pretty grim, as it's just going to take this opportunity to lay up all his, well, the rest of his hazards basically. It's just going to keep laying up those spikes just so he could kill off my Abomasnow very easily later on in the match. As I'm just going to keep going for the low kick and just whittle this thing down as low as possible. After that exchange, Dragonite's going to grace the field with its horrible, horrible nickname. Jesus Christ, really? He's going to go for that Outrage. I do live, get off a nice punch, and wreck that thing to high hell. But unfortunately, Hariyama's going to die off to my own hell. So, and that's pretty much a good game, since all I've got left is Abomasnow, and he does have his Jirachi still. So, I'd say good game, I guess. He hacks me out as always. Well, not as always. You always win because of hacks, but whatever. I learned quite a lot from this match. So I did ask him to help me test out this hell team, and I got good feedback, seeing as the team didn't work. I need more a spike on this team, and just that sub Abomasnow doesn't really work too well on this kind of team. That, and also replace Rock Slide for Stone Edge on Hariyama, and just replace Ice Punch, seeing as although it did work well in this match, Payback is just a better attacking type. Well, just for my common switch-ins, which are usually sometimes Celebi, usually Psychic types. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Also subscribe to my opponent, MultiHGW, although I kept bitching at him, he is a very good friend of mine. And is a decent battler when he doesn't rely on hacks, usually. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the other side. Oh, and yeah, I do post losses from time to time. Big whoop.